All right, chat. We should be all good and live. So, what's up, Ant City, and welcome to me being home, bro. It's been 2 days since I actually got to stream. Well, three, really, because I didn't stream Friday either. Yeah, it's been 3 days since I've streamed, but I did upload videos at least. We had videos up. But yeah, what's going on, everybody? So, if you were unaware, Battle Hour happened this weekend, and I went there in person. So before we get into, like, the main part of this, because there's so much shit, there's so much to talk about, dude. There's so much that happened at Battle Hour to talk about. Before we get into it, though, I just want to say, just to give a little brief, just quick thoughts over Battle Hour as a whole. It was really fun. I had an amazing time there. Just, want to give shout outs to especially all the people I met there. If you weren't aware, again, if you don't follow me on Twitter, you should follow me there, because I met a bunch of people. Like, obviously, I met Jay Shock in person. I met Minato's Flash in person. I met Iron Kane. I met A Sirius from Twitter. I met Stevo. I met Toshi. I met Omatsu and Geppy. I took pictures with all these people. Stevo I didn't get a picture with, but I met a lot of people at Battle Hour. Everybody was really chill. Had a lot of fun. We met your boy Mike. I think I didn't actually meet him, but in Tiguop's stream, I actually like showed up in the background for a little bit. When he was in line yesterday, like streaming, he like walked by with the camera. I didn't even realize it was him, but I showed up on camera there. But yeah, I met a bunch of people. Everybody was really chill. I got to hang out with like Jay Shock, Minato, and them, and Mike for a while. They were all really cool. Iron Kane was really chill too. It was really cool. He let me take a picture with him. Really chill guy, actually, in person. He was really cool about it. I met Toshi. Made Toshi laugh a little bit. Just everybody was really chill. Minato also met Omatsu at a Taco Bell, which is crazy. I did also meet Omatsu and Geppy later. We even Minato on Twitter did a Dokkan community picture, and I was in there, so it was really cool. Like, just getting to meet everybody and all the different booths and the games and all that they had, just getting to meet everybody, be together with everybody, the whole community. It was awesome. Like, the Battle Hour was so peak. I want to go again next year for sure. Like, bro, I could gush about Battle Hour forever, but there's so much that happened, dude. Just getting to meet everybody was amazing. All the stuff that happened, like all the announcements we got, were so fucking fire. Like, there's just so much. I could go on for like hours about Battle Hour, but let's get into the announcements, because that's the main thing about this. Is we're gonna talk about the announcements. I'm gonna record my breakdown analysis and all that and make it into a video. But like, dude, like just to talk about Battle Hour, just cool. Yeah, just kind of briefly talking about it. It was peak. Getting to meet everybody was really, really cool. I met Veggie in person too. There was a lot of people I met there, bro. Like, there was everybody. Veggie I met. I did like his giveaway that he did. I met Dokkan Assets. I met him in person. He was really hyped up, had a really, really cool energy. Like, so many people, dude. Like, it was a lot, but yeah, it was really fun though. Everybody was really cool. It was a really fun event. And yeah, now let's get into the big thing. So first, let me just start my video really quick. Yeah, baby, here we go. Oh my gosh. Now, okay. If y'all, like, we're recording the video now. If y'all know me, I fucking love Xenoverse, dude. I've played Xenoverse 1 and 2 immediately when they dropped. Like, release day, I was there playing them. Xenoverse 3 is here. We're just gonna jump straight in, bro. We're gonna go analyze this trailer, break it down. Obviously, I'm gonna be like pausing and stuff, so if you haven't seen the Xenoverse 3 trailer, go watch it and then come back. There's a lot of stuff that I've noticed, like references, all that sort of stuff in this trailer that I want to go over. I'm so happy, dude. The Xenoverse 3 is so big. Let's go. Oh my goodness, dude. Like, I can't believe that it's real. But look at that. Look at the city, bro. Age 1000. Here we go. Now, again, some things I immediately noticed. So the first thing I want to bring up is this city that the game takes place in reminds me a lot of, when it loads, no, not that, hold on, the city from Dragon Ball Online. It reminds me a lot of that. I think it's taking a lot of elements from this, which makes sense because I've heard this game was in development around the same time. So this is just an immediate thing I noticed. The big city reminds me of Dragon Ball Online a lot. I think that's really cool. And then this guy, which we'll get to in a second. We'll talk about him in a bit. But he's got like the scar, the fit. There's, bro, the Xenoverse 2 music. Oh my god, the title screen. Dude. And then there's this new character. And I think this song right here might be the opening for the game, which is really sick. There's Piccolo, bro. There's Piccolo. Okay, there's so much to go over, dude. So, okay. We'll talk about Piccolo. We'll get to like the characters and stuff in a bit. But Piccolo, I want to bring him up because I'm actually pretty confident, if you look at it, that this is actually Piccolo and not just a custom. Mostly because I don't know if you guys know any lore about Dragon Ball Online. In Dragon Ball Online, Piccolo is still alive. And he's just older. Like, he has wrinkles and stuff. And Dragon Ball Online is also set in Age 1000. So I think this is the same Piccolo. He might actually look just like this. He might be old in Xenoverse 3. So just wanted to bring up that, like, yeah, Piccolo is alive in Age 1000, at least according to Dragon Ball Online's lore, which this game I think is taking from Dragon Ball Online for some of its elements. I think it is pulling some of those things from Online, and Piccolo seems to be like him being alive, or farming, of course. Like, that's how I know it's Piccolo, bro. He's aura farming, 100% him. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that he's gonna probably look old in the modern day. So there's that. This is another just new character. I'm assuming a custom. There's some more characters. There's like the Dell looking girl. There's a Mount Frypan's reference in the background. There's the Dino place, another new character. This is another big one. This guy has a tail. I saw some people on Twitter saying, oh, looks like we can make androids because of the earrings and stuff. This guy's got a tail. This is a Saiyan with a pompadour. So this is telling me the customization options are like heavily expanded, and the fact he has a tail, are we actually going to be able to put tails on our Saiyans and give, like, are they going to be animated fully? It's not going to just be like an accessory, because that would be fire. I really hope that that's what this is indicating. But let's go. And then there's also, hold on, let me go back really quick, actually. Little neat little reference, Sotomame. It's a reference to Dr. Slump. And now there's this pop star girl. I realized this a little bit after watching the trailer. I think she might be a Glind, which, if you don't know what a Glind is, it's the race that Supreme Kai is. I think that is specifically what she is because of, you know, she got the pointed ears, so she's probably from the demon realm. And then a lot of the Glinds just have this similar type of look. So I'm pretty sure, like her being purple, for example, like Supreme Kai is also purple. So I think she could be a Glind. And if that's the case, we might be getting that race as a custom, like a custom character option. You might be able to make a Glind, which would be really sick. Like, I've seen people say like demon race. I don't know if they'll do like just demons in general. That could be the case. But I think she might be a Glind, which would be pretty cool. And then, of course,
hope you like it.
And there's Gamma 1, bro. The GOAT Gamma 1. We've got John Dragon Ball here. We'll talk about him more once we get his actual name.
Incident in New City. That's your cue to head out and take care of it.
Also, her this character sounds a lot like Bulma. So we don't know if this is actually supposed to be Bulma herself or like a descendant, because here's an example I can think of from Dragon Ball GT. If you guys remember the very end of that, when like Pan is old and watching the tournament with Goku Jr., we see Vegeta Jr.'s mom, who looks exactly like Bulma and sounds like her. So it's possible that this is just another descendant of Bulma who just looks and sounds exactly like Bulma, just like GT did. Or like I've seen people say, like, I don't know, did Bulma like become immortal or some shit like that? I don't know, maybe. But either way, this is like our Bulma character here. It could even be like a Xeno Bulma, for example, kind of like how there's like Xeno Trunks, you know, like even though like it's set way in the future, Trunks is still alive and stuff. So it's possible it's like a Xeno Trunks. Gamma 1 being here is crazy too, by the way, because to me this means it's crazy. We're in Age 1000. It's been like 200 years plus, and Gamma 2 is still dead. Like, damn, dude, that's really sad.
All right, Brett, ready?
But yeah, that guy's name is Brett, and then he puts on his outfit. So we'll get to see it here in a second. Dude, oh my gosh, bro, I'm so lucky. I'm so excited. Okay, yeah, G5, that's the, oh yeah, you can see it right there. On his arm, he has the number 6. So if you guys know anything about like Heroes World Mission, there was Great Saiyaman 3 in that game. I'm pretty sure Brett is his name. It's supposed to be Great Saiyaman 6. And really quick, let me go back a little bit. Now that he's changing costumes, I kind of want to get a better shot of him and talk about his design, because the first thing I thought of when I looked at him, between the scars on his face and then this part in the front, he looks a lot like Yamcha. He's got the same little like scarf thing that Yamcha has, but his clothes are they resemble more of Tien in the Crane School, because if you again talk about Dragon Ball Online, in that game Tien and Krillin both open up so Tien opens up a new Crane School, and then Krillin opens up the new Turtle School. So I think Brett here could potentially be like a Yamcha descendant who is currently training in the Crane School, just because the outfit looks very similar to like Crane School, like Tien, like especially like, you know, this part right here is very similar to what he's got here. So he might be a Crane School student. Again, assuming they're taking elements from online, I think it's pretty likely. But he's also got like the Yamcha clothes, and like the colors are very similar to Yamcha also. Just, you know, it's yellow instead of orange, but everything else is very Yamcha. So I think he might be Yamcha's descendant, and he could be currently training in the Crane School. That is very possible, because we know there's those schools. Goten and Trunks have a school too, actually, where I think they train like sword fighting. They teach that, and then Pan also opens up a school because Hercule gets like outed as a fraud and shit. So yeah, I think that could be what Brett's deal is here. He's got the Capsule Corp logo and stuff, of course, and there's his helmet, there's his visor there.
Nice.
And this city is massive, dude. Like, it's crazy. And I'm wondering, are all the cutscenes in the game going to be animated like this? Because if so, we're going to be eating, bro. And there's like that Videl like girl, very reference to the Buu Saga, obviously. The Videl type of girl is seeing the Great Saiyaman, which happens to be Brad. Yeah, age 1000, bro, and then here it comes. There we go. We're transitioning straight into the gameplay, dude. Look at how good it looks. Like Brett in the Brett. Just the models, bro. The models look so much cleaner. It reminds me a lot of Dragon Ball Divers, actually. It kind of reminds me a lot of that. There's that Ozaru logo again for Saiyans. And then here comes John.
The incident should be just up ahead.
Now, talking about Mr. John Dragon Ball here, because I've seen a lot of confusion about this. I've seen people say, like, is John going to be like the character you play as and stuff? And they did confirm this at the event, because I was at the Battle Hour Live. John is just the player character. So if you remember Xenoverse 1 and 2, they made there's a character that they made named Ace, and then there's also Me for Xenoverse 2. So Ace was the dude with the red hair, and then Me is a dude with the blue hair. John is not actually the character you play as. Like, it's not John Dragon Ball. It's that's your custom character. And one thing that confirms this for me, we'll go back a little bit here, is John doesn't actually have any speaking lines. He doesn't reply to Brett, and I feel like if he was his own character, they would have had him talk.
The incident should be just up ahead. Careful though, I might just steal the spotlight myself.
But yeah, you see, he like reacts and everything, but he doesn't ever actually talk. So it is confirmed that he is the player character, as they called him. That he's just a player character. So he's not like this brand new character that we're going to be playing as, that there's like no customs anymore. No, he is still a custom character. It's just the one that they're making for all the promotional material, just like they did in Xenoverse 1 and 2. That's all that he is. Let me grab this real quick to show y'all what I mean. But yeah, that's the important thing with him, though, is that he is indeed just a custom. He's not like replacing you being able to make your own custom. He is his own. Like, he's just like the promotional. He's just like the stand-in, because they had to make somebody. So yeah, let me just pull this over real quick. So yeah, there's the Xenoverse 2 one, and then this is the guy from Xenoverse 1. So yeah, again, these are just the stand-ins for custom characters, just like these guys. They're just doing a little more with Mr. John Dragon Ball here. But yeah, and then another thing too, by the way, with Brett here, he literally is hitting a very similar pose to Yamcha's Wolf Fang Fist. That's another reason I think he could be a descendant of Yamcha. But
here comes the hero.
And then here was oh my gosh, dude, the logo drop. Bro, this had me so hyped. I saw the X and I knew it was Xenoverse. So Xenoverse 3 is real. It's confirmed. It is here. So then next we move into some more gameplay. So I wonder if this is just going to be like how the game starts, maybe. That's possible. Like after you make your character, you just start like this. Which another thing I want to point out too with these books all over the place is if you notice it says, well, you'll get a better look at it later, but it says science. I think this is supposed to be like homework and stuff all over the floor. We'll get a better look at it here in a second. Someone said if that's Yamcha's descendant, my boy finally got a girl. True. Also another thing, the big capsule here. I think this might be the item shop here. Which, if that's the case, chat, I think this entire city might be the lobby. Look at how big this is, dude. This might be the lobby, and maybe up here in the middle is where you, like, go on time patrols. I think we're going to see this is, like, Capsule Corp Tower, which, again, kind of like from Dragon Ball Online, we know that Capsule Corp gets, like, enhanced. It's like a very like a newer, upgraded city. But the capsule being here makes me think this is the item shop in the game. Which, if so, bro, this city's gonna be massive to travel. It's gonna be massive. Wait, let's see. When we get a better shot. Yeah, you see right here it says Capsule Corporation. So this is the Capsule Corp like building. So maybe up here is where you're gonna do like your time patrols and stuff. But anyway, here comes Bulma running over the character. And yeah, you see right here there's like new capsule. Yeah, here we go. CC Science, Electricity, History, Technology and Science. So there's a bunch of like CC Magazine, Capsule History. So it looks like this is a bunch of just, I don't know if it's like homework or what, but our character clearly is very invested in Capsule Corp for one reason or another. So there's like I said, it says like Science, Electricity. There's the history of it. I don't know if he's just researching Capsule Corp or what it is, but we've got like books stacked all over the place, all about Capsule Corp, and even like the Capsule Corp shoes and stuff. So I don't know if this is like Capsule Corp's so big that like the schools are teaching it and stuff, or if it's just like our character just has an obsession with Capsule Corp. I don't know, but it seems like we're studying up a lot on Capsule Corp for one reason or another.
That's gonna hurt tomorrow.
Even the shirt blinks, by the way. I just noticed that. And then this Bulma character has like this halo thing. She looks like an angel, like Whis. I don't know what that's about. And then yeah, like there's her bike. Our shirt, yeah, like our shirt is a different color there now too. And yep, there we go. Xenoverse 2 or Xenoverse 3, my fault, will be out 2027. You can wishlist it now. They've got the Steam page up and all of that. So that is essentially the whole trailer though. Like I said, I think the one part that really excites me is just seeing the city here. I feel like that could be the entire lobby, which if that's the case, that is so crazy. If you get to like explore around all of this. I don't know how expensive they're actually gonna make it, but that could be crazy. But yeah, I never noticed until right now though that the shirt is like blinking.
That's gonna hurt tomorrow.
So I don't know what that's about. I don't know if because we know our character's like a Saiyan man, so maybe like he can click the shirt to like transform. I don't really know, but yeah, that's basically everything from the trailer that I noticed though. So let me know. One thing I've been asking around a lot is let me know in the comments of the video here or even in my live chat, what do y'all want to see the most out of Xenoverse 3? Because dude, I could go on forever. I have some videos coming out obviously of I already made a video actually about stuff that I think should come to Xenoverse 3, the customization. Got more videos on Xenoverse 3 coming. But let me know in the comments, what do you want to see the most out of Xenoverse 3? Because I want to make a video just going over like the community's reaction and their expectations for this game, because I think it's just interesting to talk about and probably give me some more ideas about what I would want from the game too. But dude, it looks so good. Dude, look at this. Another thing too, just before we end, is Brett here, and like all these characters, Brett does get named. He was during the event, they like showed off more information about him. It looks like he's gonna be like his own character. Like he's not a custom or anything. Him and like that Videl girl and all that are their own characters. So I think we might be getting some more in-depth like story and like writing with these characters and everything. And of course, all of them were designed by Toriyama, which is really sick. And then yeah, John has the 7 on his arm, by the way. So he's Great Saiyaman 7, our character. But yeah. Anyways, though, that's pretty much everything from the trailer. Yeah, so let me know what you guys want to see for Xenoverse 3. What are like your expectations and everything? I'm so excited, dude. Like the game already looks amazing. One thing, like we haven't even seen what like the other races, like Frieza race and all that looks like. This is just the first announcement trailer. I'm sure we're going to see more stuff eventually, but like, dude, imagine what like the Frieza race and like the Majin stuff look like. And then we don't even know, like we've seen John go Super Saiyan, so we know he's a Saiyan, but we don't even know like what more they could be hiding. For this game's been in development for like 7 years, so there's so much they could be hiding. I could sit here and yap about this game all day, but there's too much to I don't want to talk y'all's ears off. There's already almost a 20-minute video. Just let me know what y'all want. And yeah, that's going to be it from me. So until next time, I will see y'all later, and peace. Have a good day or night, y'all, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, chat, that's the end of the first video I was recording. So again, as you can tell, I'm very excited for Xenoverse 3. Someone said blinking shirt might be because of his ability to be customized, to customize them. Yeah, maybe so. You love the AI filter that I pay an extra 40. Yeah, of course, every time I do that every time. We're gonna go over Sparking Zero next though, chat. One thing though, I wanted to see, can I pull up the battle hour stream? Because I might record, I don't know, I'm gonna just skim it really quick because I want to see if they had any significant, because there was like, I want to show y'all in chat, because the trailer itself doesn't actually show it, but for Xenoverse 3, them confirming that like the John and all that is like a custom character. They talked about all this on stream. Let me just see if they show it on the screen. Let me see if you can you see me anywhere in the crowd? Probably not. I wasn't sitting down. It was so packed in there, dude. I'm like way over here off to the left somewhere. I doubt you can actually see me. Let me see if they actually show it on the screens. I know they show like Brett's name and stuff at some point. So let's see when they get to that. Because I know they mention like, yeah, John, quote unquote John, is like a custom. Yeah, they interviewed a Yoku, by the way. I do not sound like how I look, or is it really that different? How does Ant look? You gotta go on my Twitter, bro. You said I told you to stream. Like, Simson and RT are so behind, bro. I've been at Battle Hour. I haven't been home. I was at the event. I just talked about it. Oh yeah, there's like the Penguin 3 logo, by the way. That's from Roshi's fridge. Let's see. Yeah, they set the game in the future. Iyoku, if you guys don't know, he's like one of the heads of Dragon Ball right now. So he is, if you like Beast Gohan, he's the reason we have Beast Gohan. So they're just talking about how Toriyama was like super involved with it. A bunch of characters showed up. They didn't actually tell us what John's name is, so we don't know what like their name for him is. They did actually reference it though. They reference like you know, the community has a name for that character. Yeah, and look, they mentioned it right here too. The theme is that the main character is always the player themselves. So again, you get to make your own character still. Let me see. They're gonna show off some more stuff here. I know they show on the screen eventually like Brett. Yeah, look again, another confirmation, player character. So he's not just like someone you play as. That is the player character. But I've seen people be confused. And then the girl, everyone's calling her Jane now. It's just to show that you can do male and female characters. That's the whole point of that. They'll show off Brett here in a second. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, her name, this is actually Bulma. Like her name is Bulma, but again, maybe she's like a descendant or whatever. They didn't really explain her whole thing here. Her name is Bulma though, so I would assume it's the same Bulma, but we don't really know her story yet. It could be a descendant that just has the same name. We don't really know, but this is Bulma. Let me keep going. Yeah, there's Brett. They showed him off. They're all hitting the John Dragon Ball pose. It's so funny. But Brett is here. That is his name. Again, he looks like Yamcha to me. Reminds me a lot of Yamcha. I think that was all the stuff they showed on the screen, but I just wanted to show off that they confirmed that is a player character and that you're gonna be able to play as like your custom. Anyways, Bulma 1000 mayhaps. Yeah, I'm not allowed to leave. We need to roast you 24/7. You thought his name was Bread? No, Brett with 2 T's. Bulma 1000. That could be Bulma 1000 potentially. Yeah, showed all this up. All right. I'm gonna record my Sparking video now, chat. because I want to go over Sparking Zero too, and then we're gonna upload both of these like right now. You said I know Shinron's tired of Bulma's ass. She still looks that young. I've seen someone say, "What if Bulma just like crashed out and made her immortal or something?" Give us our Roblox, yo, bro. There's bro, RT and like yo, bro, chat, y'all. I show up on stream, and y'all are just like, "Where's the games at, bro?" There's more to life than just me playing Roblox, bro. Okay. Anyway, let me record a video of this. Oh, and it just keeps on getting better, bro. I am eating. All right, chat. Just did a Xenoverse 3 reaction. Time to talk about Sparking, bro. Oh my god, bro. I'm so dude. Battle Hour had peak announcements. Let's jump in. We're gonna go over everything they talk about in this, because oh my gosh, bro. Is this just peak? This is just it's so cinema, bro. Sparking Zero. As someone who loves this game and never gave up on it, oh, I'm eating so good. Break the limits. Oh, they sure fucking did, bro. Yeah, of course, BoJack movie Gohan. We're gonna go through this a little bit slowly at points to just try to see everyone. Like, yeah, Pycon Zangia is here. Demon King Piccolo, we knew about him. Grandpa Gohan, Tao. Yeah, I don't know why, chat. The funniest thing to me, why do they keep aura farming Devilman? Because the first trailer only showed his feet. Now this one's just showing us his legs. They're like slowly panning up to Devilman, just giving him so much fucking aura. Like why are they aura farming him, bro? And I did notice that this is the same shot as the last time we showed it, because Zamasu's still there. So I think this might be like a new quest mission, like one of the custom ones that they do, and that's how they're showing him Devilman. But it's so funny that they're aura farming him. And someone in my chat was, imagine giving up on Sparking Zero. I always had faith. Real, bro. Champa's here. Super 17.
As the Mad Doctors intend.
The Mad Doctors. Bro, there is so much in this trailer, dude. I'm so ready. GT Vegeta is here. There we go, chat. GT Vegeta Super Saiyan also, which means he's gonna be able to go Super Saiyan 4. By the way, you can transform. Nova Shinron.
Let's do this.
GT Trunks with Super Saiyan. Vegeta jumps in to help him. They got a duo attack. King Vegeta, bro. Oh my god, look again. It's so funny, like, yeah, most of you are probably like, oh, these are fodder, bro. As a Tenkaichi fan, oh yeah, I'm so here. Give me everything Tenkaichi. Chilai, this one is crazy to me. This is the first console game that Chilai is fully playable in. That is fucking crazy. Chilai is actually here. And then, of course, the GOAT Jacko, bro. Jacko was only in Xenoverse. Now he's here, bro. My GOAT Jacko. Bang. Kid Oob, yeah, young Oob from End of Z. He's actually his own character now. He's not just a costume. He's a character with End of Z Goku the Fit, bro. Oh my gosh, they have a unique clash animation, by the way. Look at this. Goku does. Are they gonna show it yet, or are they later? Oh yeah, look right here. He does that, and then Goku does the knee. That's a unique clash animation. So that's also really interesting. I don't know. I think it's a clash animation. It might be part of a super attack. I can't really tell. But it looked like a clash animation to me. This looks like the super now. Which is funny. That, why did he, like, look, why'd they have Goku just stand there? They didn't show the whole attack. Also, Golden Warrior Gohan, or High School Gohan, I like to call him the Golden Warrior. Is that his transformation animation? He looks really fucking sick. But yeah, look, we have the Golden Warrior. Saiyaman 2 finally to match Videl's ult. She finally, because she calls in Saiyaman, bro. Now we have her in the costume as well, and it's perfect, bro. So sick. Piccolo's got a new attack where he stretches his arms. He's grabbing Salsa there, by the way, which I think is supposed to be like a meta cooler, or not meta cooler movie Piccolo move. He actually stretches his arms for this, and then does a special move. That's sick. Bro, hold on. We gotta go back really quick. Dude, look at some of these new shots on this Goku. Cause you know how this whole game is based on the Broly movie art style? Dude, this shot of Goku. Hold on, let's go slow. Let's go slow to get to it. Here, dude, he looks straight pulled out of the Cooler movie. This does not look like the, yeah, look at that, bro. That is like straight out of Z. This looks straight out of the Cooler movie. He's more buff. I think they're warping the models a bit more in some of these shots to make it look more accurate, but dude, he looks insane right there. But he does go back to normal. I saw some people wondering like, oh, is that like gonna be a new preset? But he does go back to normal here. But then the next shot, like, In this one, bro, oh my god, again, pulled straight out of the movie. Like this is Z. This is very Z art style here. This is not just the Shintani Broly movie designs that they're using. They need to keep this up because this looks amazing, dude. And again, I love playing Goku mid, bro. That's like one of my mains, and he's got, bro, he looks so fucking good right now. He looks amazing. And then yeah, there's the blast straight out the cooler movie. A new game mode. I'm actually really intrigued by this one. I think the previous Tenkaichi games had this, something similar, but basically, there's like this map. You choose like who you're gonna fight against. There's different like SP levels of it. And then, yeah, you like fly off, the little animation, and then you fight. It says sometimes learning. I think that's just like you can upgrade your stats and stuff. But look at the stuff you can get. So there's a thing here. It's like battle art with Roshi. So I don't know if it's like you can set. I think it's just whoever you defeat. I guess you can unlock like these last 2 slots later. You can also increase different stats. And then like you could see here, it increases your SP by 10. You get blast attack boost 7, defense boost 1, and skill gauge recovery boost 2. So different like buffs based on like what character you pick. I guess it's based on who you beat, probably. I guess. So yeah, you can like level up, put on new stuff there. And then they're gonna show off here in a second. Look at the like cosmetic differences you can get. He like, look at the fucking aura, bro. Look at that. That's just massive. Like, this is just the one thing they showed. I wonder what else you'll be able to change. I mean, even if it's just the gigantic fucking aura, that's really sick. Another thing too, Vegeta is just like in evolution here. I don't know if that means anything or if it's just to match him up with Goku, because normally evolution is not like a full transformation. It's like one of like the install like blast stock moves, and then he transfers. It's like Kaioken. So I wonder if like they buffed, like did something else so Vegeta can stay in evolution, or I don't know if this is just supposed to be for the shot. But either way, the giant aura is insane.
I'm not the same anymore.
Like, look at that. Even when he goes Sparky, bro. New stages, by the way. They say 4. So we got Kami's Lookout finally, bro. This is one of the stages I was waiting for. Kame House. Krillin getting kicked through the house, of course. We've got the Bitter Tug, the Broly movie map. Oh, hell yeah. And then we get Planet Vegeta with another thing, too. Hold on. Let me go back real quick. New outfit for Bardock here. He's got the battle damage. We have battle damage Z Bardock. That's a new outfit for him. He did not have the battle damage before. So that's actually really cool. In front of Planet Vegeta, the Stratosphere. And then, let's show it off. Earth is also getting a map. So it's like a skin for the same. That's why they're saying it's 4 maps, because this is technically a skin for the other map. So I'm like, to me, that's 5 maps, bro. So they added basically 5 new maps, which is really, really cool. Very sick. New battle system, this is an interesting thing. So you can do Chain Blast, which is essentially like when you switch out characters to do a super in fighters. That's what that reminds me of. That's the best way I can put it. Like you do like your combo or whatever, and then you can switch characters and do a super immediately. So that's pretty cool. It's like it's literally like a fighter's like assist type of thing. Not really like an assist, but the tag out. Sparking boost. It looks like when you spark, you get buffs now, is what that is. Because look at how much damage this Gogeta Kamehameha does. Like look over here on the left, 32k. And then of course we got Zero, the new theme song for sparking. Yeah, there's Kid Ooh. Mighty Mask is in here. Lemo shows up in one of Chilai's moves, I'm assuming this is. Like kind of like King Kadon. GT18, bro. They have her GT fit in the game. Supreme Kai is here, bro. Shin. Nahare, bro. The GOAT. He's here. Supreme Kai. I wonder. Now chat. Is he going to be able to fuse with Kibito? Kibito's not playable. But are they going to make it like a transformation where he can go Kibito? We'll see. We'll find out, I guess. Android 8, bro. Aider is here. Hell yeah. Nom, bro. When I was there live, Nom fucking threw me off. I did not expect Nom, dude. That's crazy. Nom was such a massive surprise for me. Also being here is all sick. Chilled being added. Salza. Fasha. Tora, too. Fasha and Tora. And then Super 17, of course. Bardock, which, bro, they baited us when it came to Chilled, because they're having Bardock as a Super Saiyan fight first form Frieza. They did this in the reveal trailer, too, the initial one they did for the new characters. They had him fight Frieza because, as far as we knew, Chilled wasn't in the game. And then Chilled's just here. We also get a new Trunks, new outfit for Melee Trunks, by the way. That's the difference here. Because I think, yeah, Sword Trunks has this fit. Melee Trunks did not. So this is for Melee Trunks. New costume. Oh, also, this is sick. This is sick. This GT Trunks attack. Bro, look at that. They do the GT intro. Well, that's sick. Oh, okay. Hold on. Kid Goku first. Gohan's got the white fit. The white shirt on from the Cell games. That is fire. Kid Goku, they actually gave him his OG Dragon Ball design, because currently in the game he's got like the undershirt and the black armband and stuff. It's from the Broly movie. Kid Goku actually has his new fit. So we got Gohan with the shirt. 5'9" jacket Goku, bro. Oh, hell yeah. And then I think this is the end of, you know, Goku's attack where he was just floating there in the air. I think this is how the attack ends. I think that's what this is. Bro, there we go, chat. Super limit breaking Neo. Super limit breaking Neo. And then they're going to show here at the end, all the new stuff coming. 30 plus characters. So people counted on Twitter. We've only seen 28 of the characters. So there's still... Since it's 30 plus, at least 3 characters to be revealed still. So we've only seen 28 of the characters based on that trailer. So one that I was thinking of is they added Nova. So maybe they'll add like Ice Shinron. There was like more people, like people were talking about it on Twitter. Like there's more characters that we haven't seen, but they could do Ice Shinron since Nova is being added. There's still like a lot of characters left. Especially from Tenkaichi 3 and like the older games that they could add. But Ice Shinron is like one of the first ones that came to my mind because you know, they added Nova. I feel like Ice isn't that hard to add after Nova. But there are 3 characters still that we have yet to see. So it could be, I mean, seeing Chi-Lai here, we have everything from like OG, the DKP, we've got End of Z Oob, we've got Chi-Lai from Broly. They could add everybody, bro. These last 3 characters could be whoever, but this DLC does come out in the summer. Still no specific release date yet, but in the summer we know that we will be getting this. And another thing too that I wanted to point out that they mentioned, this was again shown off at the Genki Damatsu, or not the Genki Damatsu, the Battle Hour at Battle Hour Live. I'm gonna pull up the tweet here. Someone posted the picture. The survival mode update will be available April 21st. So that's literally tomorrow. There'll be a free update that adds this for survival mode. So you can, there's the deathmatch battle where you just fight until you die, then round robin. So this is actually a cute, like a cool reference to a Battle Hour. They had a thing called the 208 character challenge where your goal was to, like, everybody collectively was fighting all the different characters, and you got these little like illustrations with the art of the character on it from the game. So they're adding that as a game mode where you try to fight 208 characters total. Like you try to beat all of the characters in the game. That's pretty cool. But yeah, that's everything for Sparky Zero though. This update looks really, really good. And if they keep moving in this direction, Sparky Zero is going to be peak. And there's like the key art for the DLC. I don't know if this is going to be like the new box art or what. I think this, as far as I know right now, this is just like the key art for the DLC. Because it's such a big update. But yeah, that's everything for Sparking Zero. So let me know what y'all think. I see people in chat like 5'9" Goku, like, yeah, hype, this is so peak. Like, yeah, this update they fucking code. I've always loved Sparking. I'm gonna be like really playing it after this. But yeah, so yeah, just, you know, let me know what y'all think. Let me know who you think the last 3 characters that we have yet to see are. Like I said, I think Ice Shinron could be one. As for the others, bro, I don't know. There's an entire list. They could add like anybody, dude. Like they added Chi-Lai. Like, bro, Chi-Lai's in the game. They could dead ass do anything. Like they could add, I don't know, like Paragus could be a character. I'd have to check again, like who was missing from Tenkaichi 3, because I know someone posted there's like a list. Like we're missing a lot of like Great Apes, that sort of thing. We could get like Chi-Chi potentially. There's so many different characters they could add, but. Yeah, that is everything for Sparky Zero. So let me know what y'all think about the update and what the last 3 characters might be. So until next time, I will see y'all later, and peace. Have a good day or night, y'all, and I will see you in the next one. All right, chat, there's that video recorded. Let me upload these real quick, and then I'll talk a little bit more about Battle Hour. The extra characters are Bulma, Pilaf, and Gohan Black, maybe. Jacko's coming to Sparky Zero. Jacko is coming, yeah. He was in the trailer. Let me find it again. He was shown off in here. Right after Chile. Where is he? Was it in this part? Or no, Chile was shown earlier, huh? Yeah, right here. There's Jacko. He's being added. He's right here. The goat Jacko is here, which I'm so hyped for. Not just Bulma, Iron Bulma. What about the Dokkan reveal? Where's that video? I could do a video about Dokkan. Maybe I'll just do all the mobile games together right now. You know, we should do that. Show a picture of myself with the AI filter. If you guys go to my Twitter, you'll see me with the AI filter. Oh yeah, I want to do a video about Future Saga Chapter 2. Actually, I forgot about that. I forgot that was here, Chad. Look, I'm a fraud, bro.
It has been a while.
Xenoverse 2 LARPer. I forgot about doing this video. We're gonna do it though. And then Fighters also I could react to. Like bro, there's so much shit that got announced, dude. Maybe I'll just do videos about everything. Let's look at Future Saga Chapter 2 though. For Squadra is the best mobile game out of Dragon Ball. Yeah, true. So what else am I gonna do? I don't even know. I wanted to mostly react to the stuff, talk about Battle Hour, and then probably play something for a little bit. Maybe I'll play like, bro, I want to play everything right now. Like Squadra is getting Kid Buu soon. I want to play that. He's not out though, but like I would be down to play Squadra. Sparking Zero, like Sparking Zero's update, dude. Like holy shit, I want to play that. I'm definitely playing Sparking Zero tomorrow because that's when the update comes out. And I don't think any other games got anything tomorrow, so I do want to play that. Kid Buu, like Wednesday will be Kid Buu. I like Xenoverse 2 I could play. Like there's so much shit I want to do. Let's react to Future Saga Chapter 4. I keep eating, bro. There's more. It just these announcements don't end, bro. It just keeps going. There's more. All right. Future Saga Chapter 4 teaser. Let's watch it, bro. Not much to break down. While, huh? Just Trunks yapping. Can we put on subtitles for Trunks, actually? Let's see. Yeah, there we go.
I think we ever expected. To get history back on track, we've taken down all kinds of foes.
Yeah, here we go. Xenoverse 2.
The time to repent for your pride is upon
Goku Black talking.
Everyone's doing their best to piss
yeah, this is all the Future Saga characters. We got Broly there.
The pain's gonna be
supervillain Frieza. And this is how Chapter 3 ended.
I can guarantee.
Pretty soon, we'll be gone.
Yeah, Trunks said, pretty soon we'll be gone.
The future. Protect it all.
Trunks is like CFC, like someone in my chat said Trunks is dying. Yeah, like let's go, because it does sound like Trunks is like dying and leaving things to us. Well, my theory, I think it's gonna be kind of like what happens in Xenoverse 1, where Demigra kills like erases everything and your character dies, and then we go back in time to fix it because of Toki Toki. I think that's probably what's going on here. Is that Few's gonna do some shit, it's gonna like blow everything up or like erase us, and then we're gonna go back to like fix it. Well, I don't know, we'll find out. So everyone's getting possessed by the fucking crazy, by the way. Ultra super villain Supreme Kai of Time. I thought Few was gonna be the ultra super villain, but no, it's Supreme Kai of Time, dude. Again, kind of like Heroes, where we get corrupted Cronoa in that game. We're Supreme Kai of Time. That's fucking crazy. Then all the other villains pulling up, of course. Everyone's pulling up to help out Goku. Dispo was there, by the way, bro.
The final battle begins now.
Final battle begins now. He said now twice. Yeah, see, this is like history being erased right here, is what that looks like. And that's like the Time Breaker logo. In Xenoverse 2, Future Saga Chapter 4. And they're finally confirming, bro. This is the final DLC. Oh my god, bro. It's been a long journey with Xenoverse. It's been a long journey. And then this is crazy, bro. Everything starts turning green. Ultra superhero is what it's looking like, bro. Like that was my first thought. And look.
It's different from any I've ever had.
Goku's got the green eyes, like how Goku Black and all of them have like the pink eye. Ultra superhero UI Goku. Like look, you can even see for a second there, like the green aura passes his face. Because he was about to get possessed and then broke through it. The last patrol begins. Ultra, yeah, in the summer. So we don't know the release date exactly yet, but yeah, Future Saga Chapter 4 is gonna have Supreme Kai of Time. There could be more coming with this, because we're getting Ultra Super Hero UI Goku. Maybe, I don't know if there's anyone else coming. I mean, Xenoverse 3 is on its way, so we'll find out. But yeah, ultra superhero UI Goku. That is insane. Now, what I'm wondering though, because this would be cool as a last big update, are we gonna get ultra superhero Ultra Instinct on our customs as like a final send off for Xenoverse 2? That would be crazy. That would be peak if they do that. If they just pop it like, here you go, you can get UI Goku, our ultra superhero Ultra Instinct on your custom character, because that is what this UI Goku is. It's ultra superhero Ultra Instinct Goku, because as you can see, like, yeah, he's being like taken over by like the evil, but then like he breaks out of it. My question though is, what causes the ultra superhero power? Because if Supreme Kai of Time is being controlled, I would assume that would be like her power. Maybe it's our custom, because we do know we do have Fuse Sword currently in our possession. So maybe we'll find a way to like reverse the energy and make it like positive. Something like that. I don't know, but we'll find out. So yeah, that is it for Xenoverse 2 though. I am so excited for Future Saga Chapter 4. Like that, it looks so good. And then after that, it'll be over for Xenoverse. Obviously, I will be playing it. We'll be streaming it. We'll be getting all the moves, all of that. Because I have every move in Xenoverse. I do grind that game, so we will be doing that. So that's gonna be it for this one though. So thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed. Let me know what y'all think is gonna happen here in Future Saga Chapter 4, the end of Xenoverse 2 officially. Of course, like they've said that before, so we'll find out. Like they're just like, oh, actually we're gonna do more DLC until the next one. Someone said Trunks either die or get controlled by Few, so we can get close to Supreme Kai time to control her. Maybe so. We'll find out. We'll find out what's going to happen. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video, though. Let me know your theories for Future Saga Chapter 4. I better stream Dokkan when God Vegeta's shown. I will. I'll be live for God Vegeta. Let me pull up... Because here's the thing. I could do a reaction to... Let's pull up God Vegeta. Let me pull him up at least. Let me see. A truth post. Let me just do it off of Twitter. That'll be easier. We'll do that because I was going to say maybe I'll just throw in Squadra and Legends on this video. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'll just throw them all together. Because Squadra and Legends really didn't get much. We'll just go over it all at once. But all the crossover stuff is cool. Like, even though I don't really play Legends and the Squadra stuff was just skins, I love Xenoverse, bro. So I think these crossovers are very cool. Let me pull up Dokkan Global. There we go. Then let's pull up. Let me make 3 tabs here. We'll go to Legends and then Squadra. You need Trunks to die. I'll demand a refund of the DLC. I'm not buying it if he doesn't. Y'all know he's not gonna die. It's one of those games. I mean, he's not gonna. He might die, but he's not gonna stay dead. That's for sure. But yeah, they did post God Vegeta and like all the full animations, so we will go over that. Oh, I meant to go to like the account there. Oh, it was right here. Hold on. There we go. Legends. There we go. Let's go to the media tab. They did post like the trailer for it, so we'll react to Dokkan first, then we'll do Legends and then Squadra, because Squadra it's deadass just the skins. I will say one thing they mentioned is new emotes. That I'm very curious about. Xenoverse emotes? That's crazy. All right, let's go to Dokkan first. We'll watch the animations and everything. And then we'll also, I'll probably react to the kit here too. Why not? For Vegeta. I haven't actually seen Trunks' kit. I've seen the Vegeta. Let me see, can y'all hear that? I think y'all can. Yeah, you can. Okay. Dragon Ball is so back, chat. So we've been going over all the games. Next big thing in terms of games to go over is Legends, Squadra, and Dokkan. First going over Dokkan. Let's just play it, bro. Xenoverse 2 collab. We're getting Xenoverse 2. So we're going to go over the characters and then the kits. So Holy Intrusion is what this is called. They were sliming out Trunks. Yeah, he has minus energy Powerball, bro. You're not Omega Shenron. I've said that plenty of times during my stream playing that game. And then we got Xenoverse 1 Trunks, by the way. This is the intro to Xenoverse 1 where Trunks just tries to jump you. But this is a Xenoverse 2 collab, but that happens. That's Toki Toki City. That's Xenoverse 1. And then, of course, great from the newest DLC, Ultra Super Villain God Vegeta. So, like I like to say, legally distinct Ultra Ego. That's what this is. Legally distinct Ultra Ego here. I'm not here to waste my time with the Wild Stinger. That's one of his moves in Xenoverse, but this is not what the move is. He does like a chop. It still looks cool though. He does that, and then he's got the not Ultra Ego Ball. So we'll see the totally not Ultra Ego. And then, of course, here is his transformation. Shatters that crystal, bro. And here we go, just straight up God Vegeta. So here's our God Vegeta, chat. Because if y'all know, if y'all have kept up with me, I was predicting God Vegeta for Saiyan Day, but here he is. Because we're getting Dragon Ball Super Beerus, we need the buffs, and God Vegeta would make perfect sense, and here he is. Now again, this is just it's kind of like an EX Super basically. He just has. Oh no, it's not even a little more. So we have the little pop into blue for a second. It's really sick. Final Rampage with the big blast. Oh yeah, it's so sick, dude. Him popping into blue for a second, just like the DLC, and then he flies through it and then does the Broly movie punch. Oh yeah, so fire, dude. That was it's so sick. Let's go over the kits for the characters now. So I guess we'll just go in order. Toa and Mira. So time travelers and joined forces. So they're not like an exchange or a tag or anything like that. They are joined forces. So looks like they stack on their super holy intrusion or history intrusion. They stack. So that's pretty cool. So they're only on time travelers, joined forces, crossover demonic power. That's because they're a joined forces unit. So let's see. Launches an additional super, so guaranteed additional super. That's good because they stack. Crossover are time travelers, key +2 attack and defense +30. Okay, so they'll be good with God Vegeta, of course, because he's crossover. Per crossover are time travelers on the team. Attack and defense 100% up to 500. Chance of performing a crit and damage reduction up 10%. So you kind of need a full crossover time travelers team. Like this guy's saying right here, we're probably going to easy all of the Xenoverse units. I've been seeing people talk about like heroes. There's like I don't know if y'all remember that, like this guy is like a Xenoverse 1 collab unit. Like you can see down here the Xenoverse 1 logo is there. They're probably just going to easy all the Xenoverse 1 units. So we'll see what they do. When attacking with 12 key, they get attack +250. Same thing or when receiving an attack when you have 12 key, defense +250. So that's pretty good. For 4 turns, you get key +4 and defense +250, so another boost there, and you can you get the scouter. So they do stack and have pretty good damage reduction, and then these 2 defense buffs are gonna make them pretty solid. But again, the restriction is the main thing. Time travelers. I don't know how good they're gonna be with time travelers. Depends on what easy A's we get. And then when you're in slot 2, so they want to be run to slot 2, you get attack +100, and then you get an additional that has a great chance of becoming a super. And then when you're in slot 3, you get 2 additionals, which each have a chance of becoming a super. So they kind of want you to, I would guess like the idea with this character is you would stack up for at least their first 4 turns. Because basically like, you could probably maybe, I don't know, you could like stack with them on like their first turn and then maybe like slot 1 them their second turn. And then after that, you would run them in slot 2 or 3. Slot 2 if you want like the extra damage, and slot 3 just for extra stacks, but you'd have to float them off. We'll have to see how good their stacking actually is with their stats. I think it all depends on the team, right? Because you get like 500% stats per crossover of time travelers. That's the only thing. And then here's their link set: demonic power, cold judgment, solid support, nightmare, fear and faith, Xenoverse, and then fierce battle. Again, they could be pretty good. It just is going to depend on like what easy A's we get and stuff, right? Like right now, like you're not running like crossover. Like unless these easy A's are really good, like again, like this Mira could easy A and be like his best friend. We'll see how it goes. But next thing is their super attack effect. Here we go. They do stack, but they also raise extreme class allies defense by 5%. So they have a 2-turn support. It's 5%. That could be good. Like you know, if they easy A this guy, for example, and whatever other Xenoverse easy A's we get. And someone in my chat's telling me Xenoverse, you want to link level that link because it's attack +20 and 10% defense. That is actually pretty good. Next, we'll go over Trunks. So he's Vegeta's family or Defenders of Justice. So Let's go over. So he gets key +2, attack and defense +250, damage reduction 30%, crossover of Vegeta's family, key +2, attack defense +30. So with Daima Vegeta, this Trunks is actually pretty decent. That's actually, Vegeta's family is pretty decent. For it being the restriction, that's actually not that bad. And then you can run this Trunks on that team because there's like Int Majin Vegeta and stuff that needs a Trunks. So he's actually seems pretty decent already. Per crossover Vegeta's family. So again, same buff as the Toa and Mira. Attack and defense +250, launches an additional super when you have 12 key. Oh, when receiving an attack, 300% defense. I guess because he doesn't have the 4-turn one like Toa and Mira, but that's really good. And then when you get an int or physical key sphere, is he int? Yeah, he is int. Okay, int or physical key sphere, chance of dodging 20% up at when you're in slot 2. Perform guaranteed crit and additional super in slot 3. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Then when you get any other key sphere, you get all allies key +2 and attack. Oh wow, hold on. 2-turn support and guard in slot 2. So 2-turn support if you're in slot 2 for defense. All allies attack +40 and chance of performing a crit for 3 turns. 3-turn attack support as a third attacker. That 2-turn support is pretty good, and he gets guard off of that. You basically are going to keep him in slot 2 then, because you get dodge. So yeah, that is basically what it is. So if you want him to be more tanky and like, you know, defensive, you put him in slot 2. But if you want him to do damage, you would put him in slot 3. I actually like that you can he has like 2 specific roles you can run him in. You can do more damage because look, he already gets the 50% dodge on Vegeta's family or crossover. And then he gets up to 70% dodge. He already has 30% damage reduction built in. And then you're going to get guard on top of that with defense support and everything. Like, yeah, Trunks is really good. This is actually a very good release. And then all you got to do is just grab. Basically, if you grab any key sphere, he's going to be good in slot 2 or 3, depending on what key sphere you get. But if you get like int key in slot 3 and you really want to do damage, you just you get a crit guaranteed. That's actually pretty crazy. And then he does greatly raise attack for 1 turn and debuffs the enemy, so he's not raising defense on the super, but he does look really good to me. On paper he sounds very good. He's got a lot of dodge. That like slot 2, you basically put this guy in slot 2 and he's fine, is what it looks like. And yeah, like Vegeta in my chat's saying, someone said the comment about Vegeta's plat equip. Yeah. Int Majin Vegeta got a plat equip with this character. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, Toa and Mira doesn't have a leader. Yeah, it's gonna depend on the EZAs for Toa and Mira. Now let's look at Vegeta. Ultra Super. Look at his like Super Saiyan God Vegeta Ultra Super Villain. So he does crossover or Vegeta's family. So another Vegeta's family lead right after Anniversary. And then the extra buffs are for time travelers or Realm of Gods. Obviously, I'm very happy with the Realm of Gods. Because, you know, with Dragon Ball Super Beerus coming out, we're definitely getting a God Goku soon. So I think Realm of Gods is a great pick here. Let's go over here now. So when there's another crossover Realm of Gods ally on the team, you get a chance of performing a crit and damage reduction up by 30% for 3 turns. And then you get defense plus 300. So okay, that's pretty good. So as long as you get the intro, so you just need Realm of Gods or crossover. I mean, right now I'm gonna assume they're gonna do a bunch of EZA, so you could probably run crossover for a little while, but eventually, like I said, Dragon Ball Super Beerus, we're getting a God Goku for sure. You can run him with like God Goku's team, I'm assuming. Like I would say for sure. Key plus 5 to 10 randomly. Okay, so his key goes up anywhere from 5 to 10. Have we ever seen that ability randomly? I don't think we've ever seen that before. There might be a unit like I'm forgetting, but just it saying randomly buffs. I guess is it supposed to just be like the crystal and it's just like the power's like fluctuating? Is that the point? Attack and defense plus 350, damage reduction 30%. So for the first 3 turns, if you know running him on the team, you get 60% and a guaranteed additional super. When all allies attacking in the same turn are crossover, you get damage reduction up by 30%. Okay. So he would get 90% damage reduction if you have all crossover. I mean, I know people like, yeah, like some right, they do not like that restriction. Makes sense though, because it's crossover and that team just kind of sucks right now. If we get crazy easy A's and stuff, they could make this a usable team, but I don't think it's like the biggest deal. Well, let's see what the rest of his kits got. Attack and defense plus 250, attack up 100% and disables the enemy's guard with one or more STR key sphere. Okay, so you get a really good damage if you get an STR key sphere, and then when you receive an attack, you get an additional super after. So okay, if someone, so you don't have to get hit by the super for this, you can dodge it. It says launches, so you get 2 additional supers if you are hit by any. So this one's just for like, it could be a normal, this one has to be a super, so you can get 2 additional. So he basically gets 3 additionals built into his kit. And then his active skill, you get so if there's crossover Realm of Gods in the same turn, or crossover Realm of Gods enemy on turn 4 or just turn 6 in general, awakens, removes all allies' negative effects, and attack and defense plus 50 for 1 turn. That's a very strong effect. All negative effects. So this means like if you ever fight a boss that's like locking or anything like that, you just get rid of it for that turn when he awakens. That's actually really strong. It's like AGL Gogeta's ability, but it's all allies. That is actually pretty big, that he just removes that from all allies. That seems good to me. That seems really good. And then attack and defense was 30, which again, the reference there is he removes the negative energy crystal. So, okay, let's see. So we got Super Saiyan, Royal Lineage, Warrior Gods. That'll be good. Prepared for Battle, Xenoverse, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. A million categories because he's a Vegeta. Corroded Body and Mind. That's going to be pretty good. Power of Wishes, Successors, Legendary Existence, Gifted Warriors, Worthy Rivals, Siblings. Yeah, like the Vegeta category. I guess Legendary Existence, because in the DLC, he's the one who goes God instead of Goku. That makes sense. Wild Stinger, greatly raises attack for 1 turn with a high chance of further we'll read that in a second. Massively raises attack and defense for 1 turn. So he does defense on the 18 key. Oh, okay, here we go. I could just, okay. High chance of further greatly raising attack for 1 turn. So basically it has a chance to be even stronger, and then you get attack and defense here. Okay, do they have, yeah. So this is after he transforms. He has Key plus 10, attack and defense plus 350, damage reduction 30%. Additional super, randomly changes key spheres besides STR to rainbow. If you have Realm of Gods or crossover, damage reduction 30, additional super and defense up by 300. I've seen people talking about this. I'm pretty sure this only activates 1 time, even though it doesn't have the 1. I don't think this is every single turn, because that'd be insane. But I guess we'll see. I'm pretty sure it's 1 time. If you have 18 key, attack and defense was 250, attack plus 100 or 100% up, and disables guard with 1 or more STR keys. So yeah, that ability is still here. Launches an additional. Chance of forming a crit is 30%. And then for 6 turns, chance of crit and damage reduction up by 30. So he gets the 90 damage reduction. Nullifies negative effects when you have another crossover category. So he can't be like locked or anything if you have crossover. Defense 150 when attacking. So yeah, Vegeta when he transforms is insane. He's really fucking good. 6 turns? Like once you transform, you get this for 6 turns, and that's after being the first Vegeta. So it looks like the strat with him, if you're running like Realm of Gods, is you would just like you would float him off in his base form, because his transformation, let's go back to his transformation condition. I think once you could just float him off, you're starting from the 4th turn from the start of the battle. So you basically can just like use him once and then float him off, and then you just get his transformation. Or if you get him like on like your 2nd turn, you would just float him and then transform. So it looks like unless you're running crossover, you basically want to just like float this guy, and then you like become literal god. So yeah, that makes sense. Someone in the chat saying it is infinite defense stacks. That would be insane if that's true, because he's just literally unkillable. We'll find out, because it should have the 1, because like even the other side of Vegeta here has it like this, where it says 1 time it goes up by 300, and it's like the only one. I wonder if it's just because of the allies wording, maybe. because like your allies wouldn't change. I don't know. I don't know if that's what it is because of the ally thing. I guess we'll find out. But let's see what else he's got. Massively raise attack for 1 turn. Okay, and then raise attack and defense. Yeah. So okay, yeah. Basically, once you transform into God Vegeta, he's insane. 90% damage reduction for 6 of his turns. Because yeah, you know, you would do base, like that's basically like right now you're gonna be good on every fight. Let's see. So they haven't changed it. Vegeta gets 1 turn to 50% for his active, so it's meant to hop off while you don't have the stacks up. Is my bet? Maybe so. We'll find out, I guess, because I have seen discussion about this. Like I think like Bardock has a condition that's like that. I think AGL Bardock, but it like it does only do it once. I don't know if it's like the wording is weird, but I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But if he has this every time he appears, because it doesn't say the 1, so it could mean that. But if he gets this every turn that he appears, because I'm wondering if it just doesn't say the 1 because like this passive part only triggers once. Is that why? Because you would only have that. Like there's only trigger if you have the ally, so it only triggers this one. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. But anyway, though, that's everything for Dokkan. God Vegeta looks very good when he transformed. Toa and Mira look iffy. They're really going to depend on easy A's, but they're going to be very restricted with their teams. Trunks looks amazing, though. He looks really good, too. So, really good on all those fronts. Let's go over to Legends now. We're just going to do all the mobile games in one big video. So, it was really funny being there live at the event. People were like, oh, I wonder what this means. We saw Spring Kai Tiger. Everyone was like, what? Oh, because it was supporter. Like if you see like any clips of it, I might have posted some of mine on Twitter. People get like hype seeing Sprukai at time, and then the hype immediately dies when we see it's supporter. So yeah, like people were not happy about that. And then of course we get Xeno Trunks with her, which I've seen people saying like, is Legends gonna reuse animations for it? Maybe so. We'll find out. And then from the Future Saga, certain other characters are planned too. I mean, with the pink, I'm pretty sure it's probably God Vegeta. But we don't know. 428. They didn't show anything. What's the rest of this video even about? Oh, it's for Dokkan. Okay, this is like a joint celebration thing. That was it for Legends. Yeah, they did mention at the event we are going to be getting a legend character. So it's going to be a legend rarity character. So that's probably going to be the God Vegeta, I'd assume. Because every game is getting the God Vegeta. We'll even just look at Squadra right now because there's really like if those two got whole trailers and all that. Toshi really pulled up like, all right, now for Gekishin Squadra, drum roll chat. Ooh, here we go. Gekishin Squadra. We're getting Xeno Trunks and Ultra Super Villain Vegeta as skins. That was all that was announced. Just skins, which again the hype was just like dead at the end of the Legends part, bro. We'll see. One thing I am interested for Squadra, though, is the new emotes. They mentioned emotes are being added. I'm like, wait a minute. Xenoverse themed emotes. That sounds pretty cool to me. Xenoverse emotes? That is pretty sick. Like, I wonder if that means, like, I'm guessing Vegeta maybe will have... Like, will he have, like, an intro of him, like, getting possessed? Maybe his MVP will be him breaking the crystal. That could be sick. Imagine that's his MVP. He breaks the crystal and stays as God. That would be fire. Trunks, I have no idea what emotes he could get. They could do, I mean, Xeno Trunks, they could do whatever. It could be him like on a time patrol mission, I guess. Vegeta could get corrupted in his intro. We'll see. We'll see what emotes that are going to be added. But chat, like, listen, as a Xenoverse player, I might have to pick this up. I'm not gonna lie. I do like me some Xenoverse. Like, I am a big fan of Xenoverse, and I do play Squadra a lot, so I might have to cop this. We'll find out. But yeah, that's everything for the mobile games, though. Let me know what y'all think about all this. Legends, I don't know why they just hid the character. Like I said, they showed the pink here. I'm pretty sure it's God Vegeta, but like, why not just show it if every other game's showing up God Vegeta? Dokkan cooked by making him an LR. A Xenoverse LR is insane. One thing I didn't know. Oh yeah, actually it is there, by the way. The Xenoverse 2 logo is on the bottom right, just like the Xenoverse 1 characters. with me right here. Like, he's got the Xenoverse 1 logo. We got the Xenoverse 2. Will we get a Xenoverse 3 collab at any point? I don't know. But yeah, that's everything though for the mobile games that was announced. Squadra is also doing Squadra Blast, like a bigger tournament that they're gonna have, like the finals in Japan and all that. It's like there's a bigger thing. Let me actually pull it up really quick. I almost forgot to mention that. Yeah, right here. Squadra Blast World Championship, they're calling it. We don't have to watch the whole thing, but Squadra Blast World Championship 2026. We'll just show this. Yeah, there we go. They're going to be doing, so entry will be in May 13th, and it's going to be a big tournament where the finals are going to be held in Japan and stuff like that. So that's actually pretty cool. Support me, chat. Maybe I'll make it to Japan. You know, maybe. I'm gonna need a fucking crazy stag. There's no way. But yeah, that's basically it though. So let me know what y'all think about all the mobile game announcements. I think they cooked for the most part. Legends should have just shown off their stuff. Squadra probably should have just shown some of the emotes, at least tease them. Dokkan cooked though. I think Dokkan absolutely massive W for doing a Xenoverse LR. First crossover. Is this the first crossover LR? Maybe so. I don't know. But yeah. Until next time though, I will see y'all later. And peace, bro. Battle Hours peak. So much good shit happened. All right, chat. I'm gonna go upload these videos really quick. So just give me a second to do that, and then I'll come back. I want to show off some of what I got at Battle Hour, and then we'll hop on some games for a little bit. So give me 1 second. I'll just do this. All right, chat. That took me a minute. I'm back now. So I was just getting the thumbnails and everything made. So right now, oh, I have to not mean to do that. I wanted to just talk about a little bit of what we got at Battle Hour. So this is the Squadra stuff. We got, come on, let me, yeah, I can click to zoom. So we got, there's 3 different booths for Squadra there that they had. Miss Ant said late city, get out of, bro. Late city, those fucking anyway. They had 3 different booths there. So you got the acrylic stand, that's what this is in the back right here, for actually just playing Squadra. You like they had a, so they had 3 different booths. They had the tutorial, the training mode, and then the actual matches. So tutorial was obviously you would literally just play the tutorial of the game, and you got this illustration card of the key art for season 4 or the half anniversary. The keychains, which I thought was the coolest thing, you got that for doing the tutorial match, which is, or not tutorial, the training match, which is the, you just fight CPUs. That's what that one is. And then the acrylic stand, you actually got to do 4v4s against other players. So you and 3 other people would fight against another team of 4 in a custom room. And they actually had commentators there commentating over every single match, which was the coolest thing. I think like the Squadra booth cooked. Am I going to give them away? Oh hell no, bro. These are mine, bro. Y'all should have gone, bro. It was a free event. I'm keeping these. But they had people actually commentating over each of the matches, which I thought was really sick because it made you just feel like you were like in an actual tournament. Obviously there was a lot of people who didn't know what they were doing. I had to go up against Aizen, J-Shock, and Minato during so I actually uploaded a video too of the Kid Buu gameplay, but if you watch Minato or my video of the Kid Buu gameplay, I was the enemy Vegito, and I was playing with brand new players against, like, I was talking to the guy next to me and he had never played the game. So yeah, that was great, but it was fun though. It wasn't anything like super serious, right? Like it was still a fun time. I think them commentating over the matches was really cool. There was a lot of people lined up to try it out since it is the newest game. I think that booth is probably one of the best ones because they actually, like, I don't know, commentating over the matches is really cool. I think the only thing is that they should have had more like set, because they only had 1 table set up with 8 computers for the actual matches, so the lines got pretty long. But other than that, like, this booth was really good. Next off, we have just some of the stuff they gave out. So I got the creepy Goku manga picture. I don't know, I guess, oh, I took these on my phone, that's why they're all sideways. I got the creepy Goku manga picture, and then they gave out these little wafers when you would leave. They were like little chocolate wafers. They're actually really good, that had these little stickers in them with different characters. It's like you pull random ones. These are the 4 that I got. Miss Ant also got some, but I just took the pictures of my stuff. So they had these. I got the creepy Goku manga picture. There are some other cool ones in there, but of course I get the creepy Goku. Next we had, so this is when you first walked into the event. This is what they gave you. So they had this little stamp book, which on Twitter I showed off inside when I met Geppi and Omatsu. I actually had them sign where the Dokkan one is. But you got the stamp book, which if you got all the stamps, I'll show off in a second. You got this book, this little booklet with all the cards. This right here is the badge that you needed to actually get into the event. I got spectator because I had my ticket. But if you're like a card game player, you get a different one, fighters player, that sort of thing. They gave you the Daima Goku headband, which was really cool. And then this little pin. It's like a badge you can like pin to your shirt. It's pretty cool. It's got all the games and stuff. Same key art as the actual badge to get into the event. So that was pretty cool. Next, for the Dokkan booth, they gave out this illustration card. If you tried the speed battle, you get this illustration card. And then when you registered your actual time, you got a keychain. I got UI Goku. The keychains only had 4 different illustrations. It's UI Goku. It's all the 11th anniversary characters, all 4 of them. The LRs. And then this also has Daima Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta on the back. I didn't make it onto the leaderboard for the times, mostly because the connection in there sucked, first of all, but I only really did it twice. I did it with the Cybermen team, and I actually got like 6 minutes. Oh, yeah, you're right. My mistake. Miss Ant's corrected me. They had a demo. That's right. They had a place to the right where there was like this little demo where you basically tapped the little orbs for a Dokkan attack, and they just showed off the animations. That's basically all it was. You got the card art for that. I forgot. Yeah, the illustration card was for that, and then the UI Goku was for playing the speed battle. That's what it was. And then you can get on the leaderboard and stuff like that. If you were top 30, you get like a unique title in the game. I didn't try like super well. Did I hit all of them for the Dokkan mode? There was like delay. I hit 2 of them. There was like really crazy delay on like hitting the Dokkan. Jay Shog actually got it, surprisingly. The LARPer, he got them. I only hit 2 though because that delay was insane. Next thing though is the Legends booth. So this one was really funny. Dokkan, it was like, oh, come and play the game. You get rewards. Legends. So this is an actual folder. Like you see that tab, you can like pull back and it's like it opens up. It's a little folder. It's a clear file which has the championship arts on it, which these are really cool. This actually looks really sick. I like all these arts. All you had to do was be following one of their social media pages and they just gave them out. That was all Legends had. It was just this. I know Dokkan Assets posted on Twitter being like, "Yo, dude, the Legends booth is empty." He's not wrong. That Legends booth was empty for a lot of it, mostly because you could actually go and play Legends on the tablets. The problem is they had brand new accounts, so you couldn't even like go and have fun with like the new units and stuff. They were literally like fresh accounts, so there was really like not much you could really do. I don't know why they did that. They should have just had them be like maxed out accounts. You could actually like summon too. Jay Shock's the true Dokkan fan. That's crazy. But you could like summon and do like PvP and stuff, but it was on a brand new account, so like it was super empty. I think if it was like a maxed out account showing off the new characters, that probably would have done a little better. Next is the Sparking Zero booth. So this was cool. I mentioned this in the video that I did. They had the 208 character challenge. So basically there was different levels. So all 208 characters had 4 levels to them. And once like a character at level 4 was completed, you couldn't get their character card anymore. So I got this, the first day I did Sparking Zero last, so there wasn't much left. So I had to grab my goat Majin Ku. And then the second day, I was going to go back for more of these. I did end up getting Gogeta from DBS. I wanted Super Saiyan just because I was like, in case Super Gogeta is gone, I'll grab this one. Imagine starting on the new account getting Bardock. True. I was like, I'll grab the DBS Gogeta. I was gonna go back for more, but then right after doing Sparking, I went to the Squadra booth and we were in line for like an hour. So it took a while, and then the Sparking line was like insanely long after that. So I was like, you know what, Ku and Gogeta, those are 2 of my goats. I'm cool with that. And funnily enough, they're both level 2. You also get this pin for just trying out the game. So the way the levels work though is level 1 was and CPU was put on easy difficulty, and then went all the way up to super difficulty. So you do easy, normal, hard, and super. Those were your levels. So level 2 was normal. Obviously I play Sparking Zero all the fucking time, so level 2 was nothing. I didn't really get to try any level 4 characters though, because people were taking those, dude. People were grabbing a ton. Jay Shock got like 4 of them. That's because he just kept looping in the line. But I had it like, there was other booths I wanted to see. I at least got these 2, so I'm pretty happy. If they ever do it again, then I'll grab more of these. But I got Gogeta and Ku. I'm pretty satisfied. Let's see next. Oh, these are just some videos that I took. Was that it for the pictures? Give me 1 second. Let me see if that was all. I thought I had more pictures uploaded. There should have been. No, I guess that was it for the pictures. Yeah, I think that was everything. That was every booth. So yeah, we'll show off some of the videos though, just to show. Oh no, hold on, there are more pictures. Yeah, they just got moved to the back. Here we go. Okay, this is the booklet I was talking about, where once you got all the stamps, you get all of these cards. So there's a Battle Hour card, a Dokkan card, Fighters, Sparking Zero, Legends, Xenoverse, one of each. We went over these the days leading up to Battle Hour. And then Xenoverse 2, that booth gave out, so Xenoverse and Fighters. Xenoverse 2, you got to take a picture with the Goku from the key art, and then you got this little Time Patrol picture holder, and then Fighters gave out a pin for playing it. You can almost get Rage Turles armor for Broly. Oh, W. The next we've got, so this is just like when you walked in. I just thought this looked really cool. It had on the wall like all of the different games lined up, like these giant panels. I thought that was pretty cool. Here's some more of them. So like Legends was there, the card.
Yeah, that was massive.
They had like all of the games lined up. I thought this was really cool. And then it ends with Beerus and the Galactic Patrol. We've got these are just kind of some crowd reaction. We won't spend too much time on these. Just like Ioku was talking to the crowd. We had this was the, let me see. This was, yeah, the John reveal where everyone's chanting John.
It's John Dragon Ball.
If people started chanting John, it was so funny. Yeah, so this was them. They started off the Xenoverse 3 section with this. Am I ready for Xenoverse 3? Or maybe get more forms like Super Legendary and Super Saiyan 4? I think Super Saiyan 4 is pretty likely, yeah. Have you been to the Hero Coliseum yet? And then, yeah, Ioku about Beerus, and they showed off the new trailer for Beerus. Obviously, I can't really upload that. The biggest thing, though, crazy. The Beerus trailer, first of all, there's some shots in here that are really sick. Let me find one that I really liked. I'm not gonna like go over this too much in case of copyright, but there was one shot where Goku's fighting Beerus that looks like crazy good. Is it here? Where is it? Oh, it's like coming up right here. Hold on. Let me see. This shot, that shot right there. Dude, the art looks so good there. And then at the end, they reveal. It's confirming we are getting Resurrection F. Frieza is showing up. So we're getting the Resurrection F remake. Obviously, that's what everybody expected, but they're actually confirming it. And it also ends by saying fall 2026. So I'm wondering, especially because it's got the green on it, are we going from Beerus straight into Frieza? There's just going to be no delay. So Beerus and Frieza might be like the first season. Because that'd be crazy. Imagine if we're getting like the full remake with like no delay at all. It's possible. But Frieza, Resurrection F is happening. That is really cool. I'm very excited for that. And I've got videos coming out about what I want for each of the things. That's the Ginyu backstory. Yeah, for real. Black Frieza reborn? What do you mean? He's not dead. Well, why would he be reborn? This was, again, the Xenoverse 3 trailer. Just kind of showed that off. We already reacted to that. The Sparking Zero panel. They did have some more of the information in there. Let me see if I can... Yeah, this was the big trailer that they showed. I think this is just the trailer here that I recorded. Yeah, that was just the trailer. Then, yeah, that was basically everything for Battle Hour. Overall, though, that was the main point of the stream, is I just wanted to go over what all Battle Hour had. It was really fun. Obviously, I got to try out Kid Buu also. He looks he's fucking broken as hell. You gotta just really use his parts, and it is crazy. They actually did post. Let me mooch off of Steve-O really quick, because Steve-O created a program. He got to post all the Kid Buu details. Obviously, like, it's been like 2 days, so a little behind on doing those details, but I was at Battle Hour, so. But I know it wouldn't. Peanut, that's definitely not Black Frieza, because why would they show Black Frieza after the Beerus trailer? That wouldn't make any sense. Because Beerus is Battle of Gods. It would be Resurrection F immediately. So let's go to Steve-O. Yeah, here's Steve-O. My goat followed me back, by the way. The goat. Let me scroll. Let's find... Oh no, would it be in his media? Probably in his media, right? The Kid Buu, like, kit breakdown. It was posted. Yeah, here we go. All the Kid Buu animations and stuff. Yeah, here's the animations. We'll look. Like, you know what? Why not just go over all of it? He does the haha point, so that's pretty cool. Here's his gold intro. His legendary intro is pretty sick. So he teleports. It does that. Yeah, it does the scream. Because at Battle Hour, they actually showed off. They had like the accounts all had like all the animations and everything. His blue MVP, that's pretty sick. His gold MVP. He does the chest beating. Yeah, that one's really sick. I think, yeah, this is the one they had at Battle Hour, the chest beating. Here's just his victory animation. A lot of it is just him screaming. These are Kid Buu just laughing for the gold. And then we'll look at the rest of his animations, and then we'll go to the kit breakdown. So this was the intro. This one was funny. And then this shot is so sick, dude. That's fire. Give us a picture. Give us a not AI edited image of my face. The only way y'all would ever say, like, unironically, I would have to actually AI image my face for y'all to say it's not AI. Yeah, that Kid Buu intro's fire. That is really sick. The pose and everything. That is a sick shot. And then I think these are the new finishers. Yeah. His KO animation, they had this at Battle Hour. It's him blasting when he blasts Vegeta in the face. And then Super Saiyan 3 Goku also has his. A dual animation. So that is pretty fire. And then next, let's go over Kid Buu's kit. Because Kid Buu, like, I've actually played him, so he's really crazy. You could meet me in real life and still say it's AI, exactly. He's got, so that grab move is pretty crazy. It's funny because, like, the trailer doesn't really show it properly, but just to be clear, when you do the leg, you're pulling Goku towards you, not yourself towards Goku. It's a grab. Like, you're doing a grab to pull them towards you, and it stuns. The parts are insane. Because Kid Buu, a lot of his kit is you use the parts, and it's crazy. And then he's got this big ass AoE. Kid Buu's whole thing is he debuffs like crazy. And then there's his ult. His ult hits like Zamasu's, by the way. So it's actually not bad for boss sniping and stuff. You see, it's just a big pop. It doesn't do like damage. It's like a big just hit, like Zamasu. There's Kid Buu. Xeno said, oh hell no. So let's see. So Mystic Body creates parts each time your base HP is reduced by a certain percentage of the max value. Parts will scatter around you. So basically, when you take enough damage, Kid Buu drops parts. So you're gonna see his whole kit is based around these parts, and it's crazy. Skill 1, physical attack. Parts within the AoE transform into clones, and you do defense down and additional damage. So you place your parts around, and you're debuffing. You're gonna see he does a lot of debuffing. The parts are there, and then they turn into little Kid Buu clones that attack and debuff. Arm Ball. You can throw parts at a location, and parts scatter around the area of impact. The amount scattered increases with skill level. So, skill 1 to me seems like the most important skills. You said it's better than Zamasu could instead of a slowdown. It's just immune. Well, yeah, like I meant in terms of like the way it hits bosses. It's not like Coolers where it like hits over time and then blows up. It's just one big hit. That's what I meant in terms of like it's Zamasu's. But yeah, his parts are the big thing. I think skill 1 is probably his most important skill because you can throw parts around yourself, and the more you increase, the more parts you throw. So I think that's basically his biggest priority because it's going to scatter parts around, and that's how you're getting the debuffs. Leg hook. So this move is really good too. If the attack lands, the enemy's pulled in and headbutted, staggering them and dealing additional damage. And if there's parts, the range is increased. So that grab is really crazy. So one thing, like I was talking to Jay Shock about it, bro. God Goku. Oh my goodness. Like, yeah, not to be creeper, but oh my goodness. God Goku is not fucking safe with Kid Buu running around, bro. Kid Buu could dead ass just grab him and pick him up. Like it's fucking crazy, bro. God Goku's not safe. You just run in, debuff him, grab him, and he's stunned. And like if you have a good DPS with you too, like Goku's fucked. Like. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Yeah, look how much range if you go through the part. Now, noisy chest drumming. So you beat your chest, you gain extra HP, you can move, you apply movement speed down to enemies. If there's parts, they transform into clones. The AoE and damage increases based on how many clones there are. So again, skill 1 is absolutely his most important skill. I would say skill 3 is also really good. Skill 2, I think as long as you have it level. So I would say skill priority is skill 1, skill 3, skill 2, and then of course his ult is a fucking crazy. So I think that's, you would probably, like, you could honestly save skill 1. It's a good grab and a stun, but I think skill 2, I mean skill 1 and 3 are super important for him though. Those are definitely the most important, and then his ult is fucking insane. Those 3 skills. Skill 2 you could kind of, the grab is good as long as you've got it. It's just another good tool, but it's not as crazy as like skill 1, which his whole kit is based around his parts. So yeah, so when you have parts, this does even more. You beat your chest. What cards did I run with him? So I don't actually, I wasn't sure what cards would be best for him, but I just did the meta build. I did build up Giant Slayer defense step. Let me see. Peanut said you played Squadron with your YouTube friend and you maxed out Broly's ult and got a team wipe W. But I just used the meta cards. I don't know if anything would be better for him. I feel like that's just like a decent build. You could maybe do, I don't know how good like backstab would be or anything, but I think that's probably the better build to run for him. But yeah, that AoE is crazy. And then here's his ult. So parts in range turn into clones, grabbing the enemies and do movement speed down. When you detonate, a shockwave is generated. So I don't know if they're gonna show it. This shockwave has a massive EOE. It goes like across the map. It's fucking crazy, and it does defense down. And then it says an area is also created that does additional damage and attack down to enemies, while will transform into parts while this area exists. So basically, what this means, you yourself become a part, and you're like immune. Like you can't be like you literally have iframes during this. You become a part, and you can move around and stuff. They might show it off here. But you get all defense down and all damage down within the AoE. So again, this is gonna be pretty good for bosses. Yeah, because that's the area that it's talking about. That's the additional damage and all attack down. They show off. Let me see if they're gonna show it again. Yeah, they're gonna show it with the parts. So they get grabbed, and then you see Kid Buu becomes a part. They don't show it, but you can actually move around for a few seconds. So yeah, that's crazy because Buu blows himself up. And then they didn't show off the shockwave, but when you drop the ult, it sends out. You can kind of see it on the edge. It goes really far. Like yeah, that shockwave goes like across the map. I've like there was times where I was playing and I'm like, what the fuck was that? Like I got hit by like some random thing. It's Kid Buu's ult. And then yeah, you get grabbed by by these. So like Kid Buu is insane. Kid Buu is really fucking good for a tech. He's low key like a third DPS, pretty much. Like I'm not gonna lie, he's basically a third DPS. It's mostly the parts though. That's why skill 1 is like very important for him. It's his entire kit. So yeah, there's Kid Buu's information though. He's really good. Like I said, having played him hands-on, dude, he's fucking crazy. I didn't show off these, the Dragon Ball emote for Kid Buu. He looks fucking goofy when he grabs the ball, by the way. His ending pose. This shit looks goofy as fuck. Like why is he posed up like that, bro? Yeah, he looks goofy as fuck grabbing the ball like that, bro. Look at him. He look goofy as hell. And then his idle animation is fucking crazy, dude. This shit's fire. Just outplay him. Yeah, outplay Kid Buu, yeah. Then he wakes up, Kid Buu's like, huh? What's going on? And then he beats his chest, of course. He's doing Kid Buu shit. And then look at how crazy this is about to look, bro. He just swings his arm and then just fucking nukes the map behind him. The fucking particle effects coming, that is fire. He just nukes the map. That's so sick. That is really sick. And then he goes back to sleep. Like, bro, the effects on this is fire. That he just blows up the back. I wonder if we'll ever get like a new map with a new background, so that'd be cool. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I think Kid Buu, like, it's crazy. Like, out of this season, I would say Kid Buu's might be the weakest title screen, but it's still really good. They're all really good. Like, I think God Goku's is the best this season by far. They just made him go crazy. Kid Buu's aura bombing. Yeah, he is aura bombing. But yeah, that is everything that was shown at Battle Hour and everything. Playing Kid Buu, he's really fun. I'm a tech merchant because every time I'm playing with people, they don't know how to play tech. I think Kid Buu will finally get more people on tech because he's really good. They do have like his skins that Stevo posted also. You can look at those. He's got the yellow, the purple, the blue, more blue, purple, red. No, nothing too crazy. The black looks pretty okay, but these skins aren't like that crazy. He doesn't like, so far these are just his regular skins. I know how to play tech, to be fair. Is Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta still good? He is good. Like, he's still really pretty solid. I would just say like Bardock and God Vegeta, especially God Vegeta, are just really fucking crazy. Super Saiyan 4 is still like usable. He's not like a horrible pick. Of course they give him black because of his black Air Force energy. The blue skin's based off of Vegito. The colors match. That might be based on Vegito. He would have like white gloves, but I guess the orange for the undershirt, I could see that. That might be Vegito type of colors. Like, yeah, that makes some that makes sense. But yeah, none of those are like super crazy. But yeah, shout outs to Stevo though, because until I'm in the creator program, I'm just gonna kind of leech this off of him. But what are we gonna play now, chat? I think I might actually boot up Squadra. Because here's my thought process. Sparking Zero, I'm absolutely playing that tomorrow for sure. Xenoverse, we did a whole series on that, and I did play Xenoverse right before Battle Hour. So, you know, like as much as I'm hyped for Xenoverse 3 and stuff, it's more of just Goku and Vegeta separate than Vegeta. Yeah, true enough. I could do customs if we have enough people. But tomorrow I'm definitely playing Sparking. The day after that, Tuesday, oh, actually, no. I gotta play Squadra tomorrow, too, actually. I gotta play both. Because, damn, there's so much to do tomorrow. Okay. Because tomorrow Kid Buu drops. Tomorrow we're at Reset. That's when Kid Buu's dropping. So I gotta play that tomorrow night. Maybe we'll start with Squadra, or with Sparking, if the update is out, and then we'll switch to Squadra. And then... Or is the Sparking update on Wednesday? I think it said tomorrow, right? So yeah, okay. There's a lot of shit. Oh, you know, another thing I should actually tell y'all. Big news from the GOAT Stevo, actually. I just remembered. He confirmed something for the community, bro. This is huge news, huge news. Is that... Let me find it. Right here. He said, coming back to this, I guess he talked with Toshi. Biggest news. Characters are not going to be locked to their roles. They are planning to eventually do characters on different roles. So not every Goku is going to be locked. God Vegeta was Wednesday night, and I think so is Squadra. I thought it was tomorrow night because it's Tuesday. You might play later today. What time? When do I think I'll be ending stream? I'm probably not gonna be live too much longer. I am kind of tired from all the traveling. But I'll play for probably like an hour or two. But yeah, characters are not gonna be locked to their roles. A ban system probably is going to be happening at some point too. They're planning to bring back divine draws, and then they're not gonna do the in-game chat ever, like game chat or text chat. That's never happening. But I think this is huge news. The only thing Steve-O mentions down here, or not in this post, he mentions it in a different post. Let me find it. Is that we don't know how long until they start doing that, though. Where is the... I don't know where he mentioned it somewhere. Maybe in a quote? It might have been in a quote. He mentioned somewhere that we don't know how long until they start doing that, because basically they said they're planning it for the future. We don't know how long that'll be. It's not like, from my understanding, it's not happening like super soon. It depends. I guess they have like characters planned. I don't know. I'd have to talk to Steve. I don't really know. But my understanding is like they have like certain characters planned already. So it's like after they get through. Steve-O worded it as like the first batch. I think it was under this. Let me see. Is this where he's mentioned it? No. He mentioned it somewhere. Oh no, it was quotes. Or can I read the quotes? Yeah, here you go. View quotes. I'm trying to find it because he mentioned that there's like a batch of